On August 3rd, 1492, Christopher Columbus set out on his voyage to the New World. This exploration was sponsored by Queen Isabella of Spain. Previously, Columbus had been turned down by multiple kingdoms such as Portugal and the Catholic monarchs of Spain for the sponsorship of his grand voyage. Queen Isabella provided funds for his trip to India, which ended up being the discovery of the Americas. Columbus sailed west for about 5 months before reaching what he thought to be Japan. He thought this because the people had darker skin, but he ended up in the Caribbean. He then went on to find America. From that, he brought the news back to Spain. This news led to the colonization and capture of the indigenous people, because the Europeans desired to spread Christianity and claim land for their kingdoms. Columbus took many indigenous people back to Europe on his first journey to show Spain that there was lots of unclaimed territory and that they could use the indigenous people to grow Christianity. A huge problem with the Europeans coming to America was the diseases that they brought with them. The indigenous people had not been exposed to these diseases before and were not immune, leading to mass genocide. The Europeans believed that the illness of the indigenous people was due to sinning because of their Christian belief. So many of them were violently converted to Christianity. In reality, they were sick because of all the diseases that the Europeans brought west with them. The spread of diseases such as smallpox and influenza eventually led to the deaths of 80 to 95% of the indigenous population within the first 150 years of Christopher Columbus coming to America. With the discovery of the Americas came new food like grain, potatoes, and maize, which quickly became essential to the diet of many Europeans. There were new animals as well as plants that got shipped to Europe, like turkeys and guinea pigs. Soon after, there was the formation of what we now know as the Columbian Exchange, which was the exchange of goods between the Americas, Europe, and Africa. The effects of the establishment of the Columbian Exchange can be seen today in our very own grocery stores where we can buy food from all over the world. Slaves were shipped from Africa to the Americas to work in the plantation system, which was a series of crops in the Americas that were developed purely for profit. This led to an American economic society that depended on slavery. This is the reason why there is so much systemic racism in America. The Europeans decided that they would make people with darker skin tones slaves because it was a distinguishing feature that they could easily tell people apart by. This was the lasting effect of the discovery of the New World. The unacknowledged systemic racism has caused many problems through the years, but is finally being addressed in our modern-day society.